Everyone thought smart glasses would be all about flashy AR and high prices, but ROKID just proved otherwise. Less hype, more real-world AI that actually fits into daily life. And that shift might completely change what we expect from glasses going forward. We got swept up in the same story. Shiny brands, steep prices, ads promising a future only they could deliver. Somewhere, that started to define smart glasses. Meta really leaned into it, turned smart glasses into something you show off, not just something you use. Suddenly, it was more about the statement you made by wearing them than what they actually did. But while all that was happening right out in the open, something different was brewing off to the side. ROKID skipped the hype. They didn't chase status or make a big deal about looks. Their focus was real-world problems, what people actually grab their phones for every single day. Instant translation, seamless navigation, fast AI answers, on-the-spot info that pops up right when you need it, not after you've already searched for it. That shift flips everything upside down. Strip out the branding and the conversation stops revolving around who looks cooler or more futuristic. Now it's about who actually helps you get things done. And suddenly all that premium future tech doesn't seem nearly as vital as everyone claimed. ROKID didn't just join the race, they quietly changed what the category should aim for. For years, the same names ran the smart glasses show. Meta set the tone. Apple shaped everyone's wish list. Google pushed the AI side of things. And just about everybody else was either chasing their lead or copying their homework. Not ROKID. They skipped the big on-stage reveals and flashy advertising. Instead, they quietly turned out new products, slowly making them better with each release. Always zeroed in on making the glasses actually useful. And honestly, that made them stand out. While the rest of the industry treated smart glasses as gadgets for socializing or sci-fi headsets, ROKID just focused on turning them into something practical. They made a tool, a way to get information, nothing more. Not a statement piece, not a status symbol. Just a simple tool people can use, and that choice put them in a different league. Other companies obsessed over making glasses exciting. ROKID kept things simple and asked, how do we make glasses people use every day? That question sent them down their own road. While giants chased camera-heavy AI wearables or bulky AR prototypes, ROKID split their efforts. On one side, they built lightweight AI glasses for real-time help. Things like live translation, hands-free commands, the stuff people actually need. On the other side, they focused on AR glasses that turned on-screen experiences, virtual desktops, travel help, heads-up navigation into something you could wear. Not for the hype, because they realized something early. You can't build one pair of glasses that does both perfectly. If you try, you end up with clunky gadgets nobody wants. If they're heavy, people ditch them. If they're limited, people forget them. If they're complicated, people never bother. ROKID dodged all three by splitting their products and keeping the focus tight. Suddenly, it wasn't about hardware specs anymore. It was about how well these glasses blended into daily life. That's a whole different kind of challenge. And honestly, Meta never saw this coming. ROKID's glasses aren't just one flashy feature. Instead, they're packed with a bunch of little things that quietly reshape how you get through your day. They don't yell for your attention. They're not confusing or fussy. Honestly, they just do their job, almost invisible, running behind the scenes. That's where everything starts to feel different. Look at live translation. With most gadgets, translation still feels like a process. You talk, the device listens, it converts, then spits it back. There's always that awkward pause, even just a couple seconds, but it adds up. ROKID does it another way. The translation pops right into your line of sight, so you don't have to break your flow or lose eye contact to check your phone. You stay fully in the moment. You see the translation as the conversation happens. Suddenly, chatting across languages feels way more natural. Hold on, still here? That means you're actually interested in where smart glasses are heading. Before we move on, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next wave of wearable tech. Now, let's continue. Navigation's the same story. You don't keep glancing down at your phone, then up at the street, then back again. Directions just show up right where you're looking. Arrows and prompts float in your view, helping you get where you need to go without breaking your stride. That constant look down, look up dance disappears, and with it, half the little mental drain from using your smartphone. Having your script or key talking points right in front of you changes the game. Instead of trying to memorize everything, you just focus on delivering your message. Natural eye contact, smoother flow, way less distraction. And then there's AI. ROKID blends AI right into the glasses. There's no separate assistant you tap or shout at. It's just there, waiting. You ask, you get answers. You look at something, you get info. Everything feels instant and seamless, no steps skipped. It stops being about using a feature. It's more like your thoughts connect directly to actions. That's what ROKID's building toward. If you look at their bigger picture, the real mission isn't simply showing data, it's guessing your needs before you even ask. Where are you? What are you doing? What's next on your plate? A device that anticipates, not just reacts. That's the shift ROKID's making, bit by bit. ROKID was making waves in AR, and then, out of nowhere, they switched gears. People didn't see it coming. Instead of sticking with bulky, display-heavy glasses, they rolled out something way more streamlined. Now check out the camera, a 12-megapixel sensor tucked right into the frame. Sure, you can take photos, but more importantly, you can literally ask about whatever you're looking at. That changes the game. These aren't just for recording, they're a gateway to AI. So ROKID Style taps into multiple AI platforms, ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek. It's not a party trick. It's about keeping you free from ecosystems. You ask whatever you want, translate in real time, get details on the world around you, take care of quick tasks, all without clutching your phone. Forget always-on screens. Intelligence only pops up when you actually need it. That's a subtle change, but it matters. It makes smart glasses something you'd actually grab every morning, not just demo for a minute and toss in a drawer. ROKID's biggest advantage right now isn't just that it supports AI, it's that it doesn't depend on a single AI system. Instead of locking users into one ecosystem, ROKID Style and its AR lineup are built to work across multiple AI models, including ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek. Then there's the second layer Meta has to think about. ROKID isn't just focusing on social interaction or content capture. They're focusing on task completion. Translation that actually helps you communicate in real time. Navigation that reduces friction while moving. Teleprompter features that change how people present and speak. Context-aware AI that responds to what you're doing, not just what you ask. It's less about sharing moments and more about getting things done. And that's where the tension between the two strategies becomes clear. Meta is building glasses that extend your social life. ROKID is building glasses that reduce dependency on your phone entirely. Object recognition is where things get interesting. Instead of just snapping a picture for you to look at later, these glasses analyze what you're seeing right then and there. You glance at an object, a sign, a product, or even a document, and the AI jumps in, breaking it down for you instantly. What is this? What does it do? Where is it used? Why is it relevant? Suddenly, your surroundings become readable. But it's not overwhelming or intrusive, it's just there when you need it. That's the difference. The glasses aren't a chatterbox. They're quiet, waiting for you to give them context, and then they react. It feels less like using a gadget and more like having an extra layer of awareness. Most smart glasses stick with one AI system, one assistant, one ecosystem, and honestly, one set of limitations. ROKID decided not to play by those rules. Instead of locking you into just one AI model, ROKID lets multiple systems work together through the same interface. You get ChatGPT for general conversation, Gemini for deeper integration and context, DeepSeek for alternative processing and response styles. The best part isn't that all these AIs exist, it's that the glasses don't depend on any single one. That means the glasses can keep getting smarter over time. If a better AI comes out, you don't need a new pair. The intelligence layer just updates. That's a massive change for wearable tech because it solves one of the biggest headaches: obsolescence. Take the audio system, you aren't sealed off with noise isolation. Instead, it uses open ear or directional sound, so you still hear everything happening around you. Traffic, conversations, little environmental cues, they all stay in the picture. At the same time, calls, responses, notifications, AI feedback, those flow right to you through the glasses. So you're not choosing between the world and your device, you get both all at once. That's what keeps these glasses grounded and practical for everyday life. Most people don't live in controlled labs. They move through cities and noise and constantly changing situations. A device that cuts you off won't survive out there. One that adapts will. And when you combine all of this, object understanding, flexible AI brains, all-day comfort, and environmental awareness, it's pretty clear where ROKID is headed. This isn't just about making smart glasses. It's about letting you stay connected to information without disconnecting from the world around you. Right now, most smart glasses still operate in a very simple loop. You ask something, you get a response, you move on. But ROKID's direction is trying to break that loop entirely. Instead of just responding, the system starts to anticipate context. What are you doing right now? Are you walking? Are you speaking to someone? Are you reading something? Are you working? That context is what turns basic AI into something far more powerful. Because once a device understands context, it can start acting proactively, not just answering questions, but suggesting actions, or handling them directly. That's the foundation of Agentic AI, and ROKID's multi-model approach plays directly into that vision. By integrating systems like ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek, they're not tying themselves to one intelligence layer. They're building a flexible environment where different AI systems can handle different types of tasks. Fast responses, deep reasoning, visual understanding, language translation. Each model can specialize, and the glasses can act as the interface that brings them all together. That's a very different philosophy from traditional wearable tech. It turns the glasses into a gateway rather than a tool. And that's where things get interesting. Once the glasses become a gateway, they stop being the product. They become the access point for everything else. Information, services, assistance, even future AI systems that don't exist yet. That's why ROKID's long-term direction isn't just about improving AR displays or refining AI glasses. It's about building something that can evolve without being replaced. A system that gets smarter over time without needing new hardware every year. That kind of approach doesn't just compete with Meta, it competes with the entire idea of what a smartphone is supposed to be. And if ROKID gets even part of that vision right, the impact won't be limited to glasses. It will reshape how people expect technology to behave in general. Because once you experience information that responds to context instead of commands, going back to tapping and swiping starts to feel outdated very quickly. That brings everything back to one core question, not what these glasses can do today, but what happens when they stop feeling like devices entirely. Can smart glasses really take over your phone? Well, it's not just a hypothetical anymore. Once you see what ROKID is up to, it hits you. So much of what we use our phones for has already started to shift. It's not some sudden swap. Instead, the big tasks break down into quick, seamless moments. Look at how you actually use your phone. Quick translation, checking directions, texting, snapping photos, searching for info, asking questions. Most days, it's just a stream of quick interactions instead of long sessions. That's where smart glasses come in. With ROKID's AI glasses, those little tasks happen without reaching into your pocket or stopping what you're doing. You walk, translate a sentence on the fly. You're in a conversation and check the meaning without skipping a beat. Instead of shifting your focus to look something up, it just happens right where you already are. Then there's the AR side. Suddenly, navigation isn't something you check, it's something you just follow. Information shows up when you need it instead of making you search for it. Even simple things like reading or presenting get easier with overlays and real-time prompts. Like that, your phone moves out of the spotlight. It's still useful, still in the background, but not the main interface anymore. Add the camera, and things shift again. You capture life from your own perspective without interrupting your rhythm. Taking pictures gets easier, not harder. Less friction, more flow. There's this quiet moment, somewhere in the middle of this big shift, where you catch yourself thinking about your phone in a completely new way. It doesn't hit you all at once. It sneaks up slowly. Once you start using glasses that translate everything right as you hear it, walk you through directions without staring at a map, answer your questions instantly and show you what you need at just the right time, your phone just doesn't feel like the main gateway to the digital world anymore. You pick it up less. You notice that. That's the shift. Your phone is still there, it's not gone, and nobody's suggesting you'll stop using it overnight, but it slides back into a supporting role. Now it's a backup. Still useful, but not something you need for every little thing. Because now the first way you interact with technology isn't in your hand, it's right in front of your eyes. That's what ROKID is quietly working towards. Even if they don't always say it outright, you stop hunting for info. You just get it exactly when you need it. No more waking up your device just to check the context. The context finds you. That doesn't just simplify things, it flips the whole script on how we use tech. We've all been trained by smartphones. Look down, unlock, open the app, type, wait, reply, close, do it all again, over and over, until it's muscle memory. But ROKID steps in and removes entire steps from that loop. No more unlocking, no more toggling apps, no more checking and double checking. You look up, live your life, and the extra layer of interaction is just there, laid on top in real time. Once that gap disappears, the phone in your pocket isn't the first thing you reach for anymore. It's just there if you need it, your second interface. The shift doesn't shout, it quietly changes everything from underneath. We're not talking about a complete replacement here. It's more like your phone finding a new spot in your life. And ROKID is building their whole ecosystem to speed up that transition. Honestly though, it's still early days. These glasses don't totally replace smartphones yet. Battery issues, display limitations, and the adjustment to wearing tech on your face keep them in the support category for now. But the path is clear. For the first time, smartphones aren't just the default center of everything. We've got new options, and that's a big deal. Tech doesn't erase habits overnight. It quietly nudges us into new ones. You can see where ROKID is headed, a future where our habits shift first and the device itself fades out. So maybe the real question isn't, can these glasses replace your phone someday? But have they already started changing how you use it, even if you haven't noticed?